Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So I wanted to make this video just to say we hit 2,000 subscribers. Now I know we hit a few weeks ago, rather a month or two ago, honestly. But I wanted to make this video regardless because I've been on a little bit of a break and we are back, quote unquote back. I mean, I always go on a break, but then I always am back. But hopefully this time, more permanently, more regularly, more consistently. But I did want to make this video just because there's going to be a few changes to this channel. And I talk about this a little bit on Twitter, but I know not everyone follows me on Twitter. So I guess if you want to be up to date, follow me on Twitter. But also, I wanted to do a few things with this video today. One, say, we hit 2,500, woohoo, yay, yay, woo, woo. Second thing is, there's going to be a few changes on the channel. So, I alluded to it on Twitter, but I will state this in depth, I guess. And then the third thing as well, I just wanted to show like my recording process, I guess, just in case people are interested, in case people want to make their own videos, and you want to know how do I make similar videos to you, Only One Prince. This is how. So it's a bit of like everything right now. First thing first, though, we hit 2,000 subscribers. I do appreciate all of you subscribing, all of you watching the videos, and all of you commenting as much as possible. As you all know, I always do read every single comment, even though I don't respond to every single one, because I do feel like, comments, they kind of need to breathe, let other people respond, but I do read every single one. So if one is directed at me, I do typically respond. It might take a bit, but I do typically respond. Second thing is, as you all know, I don't really care too much about subscriber count. If I'm being completely honest, I know we're celebrating 2K, but typically I don't really care too much about it because in the grand scheme of things, what I care about more, honestly, is viewer retention, which is basically, if someone's watching a video, how long are they watching it for? Because, I think that's more important, personally. I don't care so much about the subscriber number. I know a lot of people obviously do. It's a good milestone. It just kind of shows you the progress, I guess, of the channel if you take it that serious. But to me, I view this as a hobby. Honestly, that's just all it is. It's just a hobby. It's just something that I enjoy doing, and that's why whenever I don't enjoy doing it, or whenever I'm too busy to do anything, I disappear. And that's why whenever I have more time, or I feel like I'm in the mood, I'm back. So that's kind of why you always see me disappear and like reappear whenever. But yeah, 2,000 subscribers, it's a nice milestone to hit. Let's hit, aim for 3 and then 4 and then 5 and then, go on from there, I guess. But it's like, okay, it's nice. I do appreciate it. It's pretty cool having that 2K next to your name. But at the end of the day, it's only a number. It's only a number. It's only a number. Now, next thing, kind of like changes that are coming to this channel. And again, I mentioned this on Twitter, so if you've seen my Twitter thread, skip this, I guess. But basically, when I started this channel, long time ago, the goal was to react to anything that I found interesting. And over time, as I was like discovering, because as I've mentioned a lot of times, I basically didn't keep up with mainstream music, mainstream pop culture, mainstream everything for like, I want to say 10 years, right? But it probably wasn't that long. It's more like 8 years. I didn't keep up with like mainstream stuff. So I missed out on a lot of things. Music, TV shows, movies, so on and so forth, all right? So actually like reacting to music is how I started, I started this channel reacting to epic rap battles and like, minute history and things like that. Things that I'm interested in, music, history, law, just random bits of knowledge inside here, inside there, whatever. But we kind of just evolved into music. I think it's just because I do enjoy the communication. As I said, I do enjoy the comments more than like the views or anything. Or the subscriber counts. It's the comments and the retention that I really like. So like I saw how many comments there were and I was like, ooh, nice. Because I don't know what to react to, how am I supposed to know? And then people kept telling me, ooh, you should watch this, you should watch this. And obviously, because they watched one video of mine and they watched the channel because of one video, what they would recommend is that something that would be very similar. So that's kind of how we went down a path of music and essentially just doing music. And that's kind of what I feel like we've kind of gotten away from. I kind of want to like bring more variety to the channel. as you've seen a little bit with like the sports, videos that I've made, which I'm planning on doing a lot more of in the future. Various sports, not just NBA. Obviously NBA right now, because that is like the sport that I'm actively trying to get into, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm trying to like understand it more, which is why I'm watching a lot more NBA videos at the moment. And as I said, there will be more coming out as I've kind of just, I guess, hinted towards. And I already mentioned that I've recorded a few more, so there will be a lot more of these coming in the future. Then in addition, kind of going back to like, sort of not the roots, but like kind of going back to like how we got started a little bit with like animation. You're gonna see a lot more of that in the future. That includes both Dragon Ball Z Abridged? No, that includes Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, as well as Ruby, which we kind of started, but then just put on the side for a long time. But that's coming back as well. Gaming, that's very important to me as well, because with gaming, I've basically, even longer than like mainstream, I've missed out on gaming. Like in the Final Fantasy 7s, the Kingdom Hearts. Again, we started the Kingdom Hearts series, but like we kind of stopped. Again, I got kind of sidetracked with life. Unfortunately, I have a very, not busy life, but I got a life that can get very, very busy for like quite a long time, very, very quickly. So I guess I'll just explain a little bit why that is the case, I guess. So for those that don't know, how much do I want to explain? I'll keep it as vague as possible while also not keeping it as vague as possible. That's going to be a challenge. But for those that don't know, I work in a professional. This just sounds awful. I'll just explain it. Damn it, screw it. All right. For those that don't know, I work in law. So you've got a lot of moments in life. Like I've got like months where basically I'm doing the bare minimum, the absolute bare minimum, right? And then you've got months where it's like you've got 5 cases here, 10 cases there. You've got 10 things to sort out here, 10 things to do there, and it can just like suddenly like your 9 to 5 suddenly turns into like a 9 to 10. Like an 11, 12, 13-hour shift, and that's voluntarily. But that's kind of what I like about law, is that people take pride. It sounds ridiculous, but people take pride in what they do. Like in other fields, if you're only getting paid from 9 to 5:30, you're gonna stop at 5:30. You're gonna go home. In law, that's kind of not the case, because you're dealing with real people, real issues, real problems, and that's why like you often go above and beyond what what just your salary is. So that's kind of what I like about it. It almost feels like a side hustle, like not a side hustle, but it almost feels like you're working, on a not so much on a salary, but it does feel like you're working more so on like a commission basis, but it's not. But that's kind of how it feels like, I think. So I kind of like that part of it, if that makes sense. But that's why like sometimes you see a lot more of me, and then other times you don't see me at all. It's just one of those things that I can't really control. I can work around it, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. That I'm trying to work around it. When I have more time, I'm trying to record more. So that when I don't have more time, I still got videos in the back burner, basically. And I've got like tons of videos, but that's also the issue. I've got like tons of videos that I've recorded, even like, years ago, like a year or two ago. Have been that long on YouTube? Let's just say a year ago, right? That I still haven't uploaded. So that's another issue of mine. Just like keeping videos and not uploading them, not editing them, not uploading them. But yeah, that's kind of like number 2. There's gonna be a lot more variety content on this channel. Doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that like the things that I've been doing for the past year are gonna disappear. That's not the case at all. It just means that there's gonna be other things added on top of that. So yeah, that's the second thing. The third thing that I wanted to, and again, this is kind of just for those that are interested, just to kind of show you the recording process of how I record. So I won't show you like the lights and everything. I've got lights, a light source right here. I've got a light source there. I've got like a little table light source right here in front of me as well. I can change like various degrees. Blue light, more of a a red, an orange light, like a warm light. Just different colors. But like I'm not gonna show you that because that's kind of like you can find better videos about that because my quality isn't that great. Like I'm still recording like a Logitech C920 that I've had for like 15 years, not quite that long, like 12 years. So like I'm not the best. I've got a microphone, I've got a blue Yeti that I don't think you can see, but I also have a blue Snowball. I've got multiple microphones again. But like in terms of like how I actually record my videos, and I always say I do it in a very smart way, I think. So the way I record, I'll show you what's the best way of showing you. I think this way. So this is how I typically record. As you can see down here, this is showing my screen. Bottom right, this is showing my screen. And how I record is basically I have the screen recorded on here, and obviously the webcam recorded on there. And you're probably wondering, why do I have it recorded like that? You know, but it just means that when I edit it, or in like Premiere Pro or whatever, I can just crop out my camera, put that in full screen, and then crop out the screen recording and put that wherever I want. And also how I record my audio is very simple. So I've got my, as you can see here, the microphone. My webcam is muted because obviously I've got a microphone. But like my microphone is recording. I don't know how. Actually, let me change. Have I got one that's just, yeah, cool. So I'm gonna get rid of myself here for a second. So what I do have, and I don't know whether it's the same here, but typically what I do have is, yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah. So what I have is the microphone recorder to track 1. Then I've got the desktop audio, which is, you know, whatever I'm listening to, whatever if I'm playing a game, whatever, you know, I'm playing, I guess, recorded to track 2. And then I have both of them recorded to track 3. So what that means is that when I come to edit the video, when I put it in Premiere Pro, there'll be 2 audio tracks or 3 audio tracks. Currently I've got it set up like this, but I can, you know, I can obviously add more audio tracks for different things. But the way it is, like, you get multiple audio tracks in Premiere Pro, and then you can adjust the volume. Or, for example, obviously with reactions, sometimes the case where you have to mute something. In that case, I can just, you know, mute the portion of the audio track in Premiere Pro. So that way, you know, I can record. And as I said, because I record like this, I can always black out. If, you know, if I have to, like, get rid of something, I can always black that out or blur it. You know, I can always blur this part here. So that's kind of how I record. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it's a very simple process. Obviously, editing, I mean, you'll have to find out how to edit yourself, unfortunately. But like, it's very simple. Like, just bare minimum edit, honestly. Just, you know, mask this out and then coolio. You might have noticed that there's been a few changes to the thumbnails as well. Very simple. You know, Photoshop has like a function where you can remove background very easily. Like, you don't have to mask yourself like very closely. No, as long as you've got good light source, which again I've got 3 light sources hitting me right now. It's very bright, as you can see. There's like some, you know, the shirt looks almost like it's blinding, but I prefer it that way just because it picks up the it picks it better up in Photoshop, and I don't think it's like really distracting when it comes to the YouTube videos. So that's why I leave it like that. As I said though, I will be streaming a lot more. So if you are interested in that as well, you know, go follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to do 3 times a week. I haven't settled down for a schedule just yet, but the goal is 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, ideally 3 times a week. So if you want to see my continuation of the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play series and then ultimately play other games as well, that is most certainly where you'll find it. And obviously the highlight versions will come out on YouTube too. But yeah, with all of that said, I do hope you're all fantastic. I know it's been a while. I do hope you're all well. I do hope you're all grand. And yeah, that's me. That's who we are. But yeah, I'll see all of you in the next one. Let me know your recommendations down below. As I said, I've got a bunch of videos recorded, but I don't necessarily have a plan to like upload, you know, in a certain way, certain schedule, anything. I just kind of think, oh, I think, you know, this would suit today, and then I just kind of do that. So it kind of just feels how I feel like, and it's kind of annoying because, like I said, I've got a lot of videos recorded, but not necessarily edited. So like a lot of times I'm just like, I don't feel like recording today. I could just upload one of the older videos, but I'm too lazy for that right now, so let's not. So hey, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all well. As I said, and I hope you're all having a good day or evening, depending where you are. And I'll see all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And as I said, I can't speak today, honestly. It's not that late. It's like 10 p.m. But even then, I'm just tired, exhausted. So let me know your recommendations down below, and I'll see all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And as always, also a little secret, I'm working on my end of year project right now. Just saying, hopefully it will end up great. Hopefully I'll get it done in time as well. Hopefully. Anyway, with that said, I'll see all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And as always, bye.